Hope you're all well. Hope you had a lovely, nice 4 day weekend. Mine was absolutely amazing. I loved it. Hopefully, yours was as well. Um, we're going today to start doing a written task or start getting ready to do a written task. Basically, because we've got loads of evidence for Cambridge of you being able to do practical work. We've recorded your practical work quite a few times during the course, and also we've also got it in different stages as well, which is good. So we can prove that you are capable of doing the practical side of the course relatively easily. But we don't have hardly any written work at all. So we just need some evidence that you are capable of doing the written work, since the exam will not be going ahead. So it's not going to be like a test. So it's not a test. It's just proving that you are capable of doing the written work. You need to do first of all is go onto here, and click on this. It's the pre-release material. So you were given this before, so it's nothing new. But I want you to go back over it, even if you've looked at it before. I want you to go down to here, ignore that part there, and go to the extract from Agra Bazaar, which is the play your exam would have been on. You're not going to do the whole exam or anything like that, so you don't need to stress. And I want you to read through this. Now, I want you to reread it, even if you read it the first time that I gave it you, and go through. As you are reading it, I just want you to be thinking about the play, so the storyline, what is the storyline like, but also just thinking about how you would stage the play in terms of the set, and also what the costume would be like in terms of the costume. So I want you to be doing those two things. Now it's up to you. You can either read it on your own, so you can either just read it through in your own head, that's absolutely fine, or you could set up a Zoom with a few of you and then read through the different, excuse me, I'm yawning, read through the, sorry, read through the different characters, read through the different characters and read it out loud. So if you can do it on your own or in a Zoom, doesn't matter which way. But as you're doing it, it's important you're just kind of picturing it in your head, how you would stage it and how you would use costumes, and also just really trying to understand the storyline. So do that first of all, pause the video for now, and then come back once you have read it. Right, you should have now read through the script. If you haven't, go and read it, because that's the most important thing. Then I want you to click on here, the drama revision guide. If you've got your revision guide at home, the printed out one, then you can use that instead, because it's easier, and also it means you're not staring at a screen. But if you haven't got it anymore, then you can use this electronic one. You can go down, ignore this, so ignore all of this sections, go down, go down, go down, go down, and it is on page 10, and I just want you to read these questions, and I just want you to answer them yourself. Now, again, it's not a test, you don't even need to write them down. You can do if you want to, because then you can just test yourself on the next page, but you can just answer them in your head as long as you read them and just think, what are the answers to these questions? The answers on the next page, so you're going to be able to check them in a second, but I just want you to check if you know them on your own, just to check you've understood the kind of storyline. Then go on to the next page and just check the answers here. So you can, I've just shown you the answers, haven't I? Just check the answers on the next page. So just check the answers on the next page. Then what I want you to do that first, pause the video now while you do these questions, is go back up to here, and then I just want you to read through the storyline and just go through it, read through it all, so that then you can, not through it all, sorry, just stop when you get to page 9, so you can stop there, and then that should hopefully explain the storyline a little bit more for you. And then the final thing, go on to here, go on to this storyline task. If you've got your revision booklet, you can do it in there, because then it makes sense to do it on there, and then you can write it out, otherwise do it on this document. And then just give yourself 2 minutes or a few minutes and write out the plot storyline of the play in the 40-word box below. So you'll have a word in each box. So the first word might be the, right, that's weird. There you go. The play, and it's done that weird thing again, sorry. So you write a word in each box basically, and then you'll have 40 words that'll sum the play up. And either you can just share this with me, or if you're doing your revision booklet, just take a picture of it and just post it in the stream in the Google Classroom, or email it to me, or whatever. I'm not massively concerned, to be honest, in having the work in. It's just more that I want to make sure, I just want you to actually do it. So now by the end of the lesson, you should basically, what I'm after is you understand the storyline. So when we come to do the written work in tomorrow's lesson, you just understand what the storyline is. Just to say again, I don't want you stressing out. It's not a test. I'm yawning again. Oh my gosh, sorry. I need to sleep more, I think. That I it's not a test. It's just to it's just to be able to show to Cambridge that you are capable of doing the written work. Okay, thanks everyone. Any questions, just ask me. Bye bye.